Good morning. It is Sunday morning and a bit of a different start for you this week. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back to Blob on a Bike. Okay, it's been a funny old few days. Since my last video on Friday, you will notice I've been a bit chesty, so I'm still a bit chesty, but I've had a couple of days rest and well, we went for a walk yesterday. So I've had a couple of days rest now, so I'm feeling a bit better. Bit of a mishap yesterday, digging out a tree stump in my garden and caught my hand on a rusty old screw. So, oh man, all the things I didn't want to do was have to go to a medical facility. I had to go and have a tetanus jab. Luckily, the only person I saw was the doctor that looked after me, so there was no one else there at all. So I was pleased about that, but could have done without that really. So I'm riding today with an injury in between my little finger here, but it's not too discomforting, so I'm just going to get on with it. And today I've driven out to this beautiful place. It's not too far from my house, but because I'm a bit chesty and because I've got injury and that kind of thing, I just thought I'd take it a little bit easy today. Today's more of an explore rather than a sort of mile cruncher. So I will be heading off today, first of all up this hill, and there's a bridle way that goes through some nice old woodlands into there as well, I think. So I'll take you along, and when I come back I shall head off in this direction. It is a footpath, but I don't really worry about things like that. There's no one about and it's nice and wide, so I'll see how we get on today. Hoping for about 10 miles, but we'll see. Okay, here we are, first bridle way. So I'm just going to head up here. I think I should also mention that for some reason both my heels feel like I'm standing on drawing pins when I walk. So I don't know what's going on there. I did have quite a bad injury once on my heel whilst from dirt jumping, where I landed awkwardly on my heel. That was a very similar pain. This is in both feet. So I'm hoping that will subside on its own. This is where I am today. How lovely. Check out these guys, having a nice poo. Right fellas, captive audience. These two guys just having a scrap. I think that's private in there, so I won't be going in there. When I rose to the top of that hill, there was a lovely sign with all the bridleway information pointed out on it, which direction and that. And then I've ridden down there and got to here. So where the hell does it go? I came from that kind of direction, so I'm going down here. This is first foxglove. Actually, I've decided to come down the opposite way to what I just said, purely on the basis that it's not clearly signposted, and I want to be nosy, so I'm having a quick wander down here. In fact, I know exactly where this came out because I just rode past those logs a second ago. What a waste of time. I'm fairly confident I've taken a wrong turning somewhere, even despite taking the road which I thought I should have taken in the first place. There's meant to be a bridle way, but I'm not so sure. I'll keep going to the end anyway, just to be sure, so I can check it on the map when I get home. Got to get under there somehow. I've just come to another crossroads just up there. No idea where the bridleway comes through, sorry. And I'm pretty sure it's not here. However, then I see things like this, and a lot of people have walked or whatever across there, which says to me that a lot of people come down here, so who knows. I'm going to have an explore around here, and hopefully I'll bump into someone. And if it's a landowner, I might get shouted at, or I can find out where I'm meant to be going. So onwards and upwards. Doesn't look like there's a bit of a trail going up there, so definitely having a quick look. Now this place looks pretty awesome. Just come from up there, heading in this direction. You see things like this. There's a little trail coming from down there, so someone's been up and down here. Could have been deer, of course, but I intend to find out. This way for now. Nearly fell off then. More to explore down there. Looks like it gets a bit steeper up there. Nice. Whilst I'm pretty sure I've come off the beaten trail, I have to say I'm very surprised that I have not identified this place as somewhere to come and explore before on my local maps. It's so close to my house. So I'm going to really have a good look around here. It's lovely and cool today as well. Thought I'd have a walk up there, see what's up there. It's another trail, or pathway, little roadway actually, that goes along the top. So on the way back, that's where I'll be heading, along there. That should take me to the first bridge I saw, I think. Oh man, so many places to go. It's like a maze. Well, I'm going to head this way because that's where the pylons are going, and the biggest track, which will get me near to civilization so I can see where the hell I am. But I will be exploring all of these in due course. Probably that one on the way back down the hill. Oh, struggling to breathe today again. Whew. What the hell is that for? It's like a chair up a telegraph pole. So literally come from there. Which way do I go now? This one looks the most interesting, so even if I go down there a little bit, that's where I'm going. Before I actually do get lost, I'm going to go back where I came from. I came from there. Really deep rut marks where tractors have been up there for some reason. But someone's gone to a lot of effort to fill some of it, the holes, with old rubble and stuff. A lot of it. So someone obviously comes up and down there quite a lot. I want to go and explore down there, and there, and there, and up there, and up there. But that would have to wait for another day. Okay, I found the main road so I can get my bearings. That's where I came from, and that's where I'm heading back because I'm getting quite away from my house now, which is fine, apart from I'm not out for a long bike ride, I'm just exploring. So I'm going to head back down this way and check out some more of those tracks. Just going to get a shot of this so I can look it up when I get home, see what that's all about. Now this is weird, I overshot my turning, which is just up there to head me back to where I came from, and I've come along this road here and it's brought me out to this junction. I rode past those wood stacks earlier and went that way. In fact, you can see two sets of tyre tracks where I went back round. So I don't know where the hell that bridleway was meant to have come out, but I'm going back this way so I can retrace my steps and try and find it. Can't really ignore when I see a trail like that. Gonna have a quick look. I think I need both hands. Just found this lovely trail to ride up, just riding up the hill, and got a technical issue. Hopefully I can show it to you. If I put strain on my pedals, typically not doing it now, so hopefully I can carry on as normal. Wally. This is why, if you understand what that means, give me a thumbs up or comment below. Okay, I'm definitely having some chain slippage, which, to be fair, this, I think, my largest cog has had it basically. It's a Hope T-Rex 40, which when I bought it was like the top of the range. It's always been a bit of a bugbear, this rear cassette, because I'm running a 1x10. In order to get the large 40-tooth chainring on there, you have to lose one of the gears out of the middle to make space for it. So what that creates is a gear void in the middle of your range of gears. So you'd be motoring down a hill, and as you start climbing up it, you're in a really good gear, and you think, oh, just go up one easier gear, and you click to go up one easier gear, and it jumps up two easier gears because it's missed a gear out, and then you start really spinning, which is weird and feels horrible. So you think, oh, I'll go back down to the gear that I was in. By then you've lost the momentum that you had, which you would have kept by choosing the other gear, and then you just have to creep up through the granny gear to get up the hill. So that's always been my bugbear, so that's been one of my upgrades. To be fair, that has been on there for 6 years now, and I've used the bike quite a lot. I could probably do a new front chainring as well. So if I've got to replace that, I probably will have a look into replacing the whole cassette for something with a wider range, without missing the gears now, which you can get, obviously being 6 years later. The technology's moved on some, so I should be looking into that, because I don't want to cause an injury to my ball sack, to be fair, if the chain slips. It's happened before. Okay, cool, just run down this track, which is rather nice. I'm going to go and ride that again actually. Just through there I can see that bridge, the first bridge I saw. If I look here, there's a gate. Hopefully it will have some information about where the bridle path is, so let's check it out. There goes my shin. Okay, no, doesn't appear to be any information here, which is rather useful, but I will go back up there and have another go on that, because that was fun. Okay, I'm going to head back down here. I'm going to take you with me. I'm not expecting it to look good for the viewers. I'm not expecting it to look fast or exciting, but near to my house, as far as this goes, that is quite an exciting trail for around here. So that's where I'm heading. And I have to try and navigate and find where the bridge is, because there's a big log across the path there. So I apologise in advance for any heavy breathing. I'm having some chest issues, but off we go. Yeah. Oh, here's me. Oh, that was fun, even though I couldn't breathe properly. Oh, I like it in here. Definitely bringing my little man and wife for a walk. Well, my boy is definitely going to want to go and check that out. This place is bizarre. Okay, having ridden along this way and taken the obvious route, trying to find the bridleway, turns out it was actually through these gate posts. A sign would have been helpful, wouldn't it? So I've literally been going around the houses for an hour and a half, but I've seen some cool stuff. More exploring to be done down that way then, for sure. Not so much in there. I'm going to head back now. I won't be going in the other piece of woods that I was talking about, because I've sort of been at least an hour and a half, I reckon, in there. And I told the wife it wouldn't be long. So off I go. What pussy? Okay, according to this I've done 2.5 miles, which is absolute rubbish. I've been out for the best part of 2 hours. So something's gone on there. I think my phone has done something or other. Anyway, so that is totally not accurate. Anyway, done lots of cool exploring today and found some nice places. All of that in there needs to be explored. I found just drove along this road a little bit, and I found a way into there, and it looks really good actually. It's like a redwood forest almost. So this again, we'll have to wait until next time, perhaps when I explore that. But for now, I am done. I'm a bit gutted actually. I might have to draw that route myself, because that was way more than 2.5 miles. I'll see you in a few days.
It's Sunday and my daddy's taking me out for a walk.
Yeah, see how big, the biggest one you can find. You heard the kid, it's Sunday afternoon and we are going for a walk. We're basically, this is where I parked this morning and I went that way. So today, well this afternoon, we're walking this way, which is just a footpath. Please excuse my kid's gammy tooth. It's due to fall out any day. It's like literally hanging on by a thread for a few days now, so it's bound to come out any time. Let's go. Get out there and explore, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally about 2 or 3 miles from my house, and I had no idea this was here. What a beautiful place. I bet there'll be somewhere like this near your house that you didn't know about. I reckon there's a road or a trail that goes along there, so more exploring needed. Wonder what that was. I reckon it was like a little bridge at some stage, and at some point the verge over there has just got washed away. Cool place. Just found this really cool electric insulator from a telegraph pole. It's got GPO on it, which I think was General Post Office or something, I don't know. Please do correct me if I'm wrong, I probably am. It's in remarkable condition. And it says on there 1963, if I'm not mistaken. Love finding stuff like that. It's really heavy. Sam has just found this really cool old wooden structure. That is super old. And it's got like shoots coming out of it, so I wonder if it was like for milling what is it, flour or something like that. We're not going to get too close because it's probably quite dangerous, but that is seriously cool. Well spotted, Sam. Bet it's interesting in there. Just found a fork in the road. It's obviously private for someone's house. I've just found this old sign. This literally looks very old to me, like an old right of way sign. It's got a date 67 on there. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. It looks like it would have been a sluice gate for something at some point. Something that's long gone, but cool nonetheless. Just bumped into a resident of one of these houses. That's the old mill there. There's a cool mill pond there that's dried up. It got all silted up and blocked, so they're trying to reinstate that. But he was telling us that wooden structure that we saw used to be nothing to do with a mill. Actually, it was a rock crusher. So they get rocks in there and crush it into some sort of powder aggregates, I suppose. Interesting. Even Sam's enjoying this one. Have a look through there. This scene really reminds me of an old 90s style Microsoft Windows screensaver or background or whatever. Anyone remember those? I wonder if that's an old burial ground down there. Certainly an interesting place around here. Just found this really old tree, and in the base of it there's a little door for some pixies or something like that. And maybe some tooth fairies to visit Sam when his tooth falls out. This really cool building, this old rock crusher. You can see there's no obvious way in, but someone's made a rope ladder to get themselves up there somehow. I wonder what it looks like from up the top. I won't be finding out. Just going to poke the camera in here, see if there's anything interesting. Yeah. See what's in there. See if I can find another entrance. He's taking video so I can take a photograph off of it. Would have had a system there for opening and closing the chutes.
There's like millions of stone in that one.
Is there? Oh look. See, looks like the rest of someone's rope ladder that they built to get in and out. Some of the wood in there doesn't look that old. What? Is it? Right, time to go. Good one. Sam insists he wants to walk back to the car through the woods. So he's having to cross lots of little streams. Don't trip over that bit. Not going to work. Good one. Now that way. Now across there. Across there. Is there a way across? Yeah, be careful it doesn't give way. Might collapse under you if it's old. Okay, that was a really nice, interesting walk. Lots of cool stuff. I'll certainly be heading back down that way on my bike. There's some cool places that shoots off that I'd like to go and explore. But until next time, see ya. Hello, it's Tuesday afternoon. Post office time. Still a bit chesty. Been a couple of days since I've been on my bike. So I wanted to go out for a little bike ride. Got a bit more time today than I normally have on a Tuesday. Let's get on with it. Despite being a bit chesty still, it does feel like that was my quickest trip up to the dock post office. If it's not, I'll be surprised. I was literally flying up the high street. Don't know what's in it today, feel really good. But I'm still really chesty and still having issues with my heels. It's getting worse every day. Very uncomfortable walking. Can't put a lot of weight on my heels. When I get out of bed in the morning first thing, it's excruciating. So I'm hoping that subsides in a couple of days, or very soon at least, because I do not want that sticking around. Anyway, another hill. See you in a bit. I didn't break any records. I actually got my third fastest time, which was not what I was expecting. It felt really fast, but obviously wasn't quick enough. Better luck next time. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Wednesday morning. And, out a bit earlier today. A couple of reasons for that. One, it's going to be quite warm today, so not a massive fan of the heat, so I'm getting out a bit earlier to avoid as much as possible. Cool. Love stuff like that. Secondly, hoping to free up a bit of time this afternoon so I can do some maintenance on the old jalopy. Been having some problems with my bottom bracket. There's some movement in that area. It's been going on for 2 or 3 weeks now, so I'd better look at it before it gets beyond the point of repair. Other than that, a bit quieter at work today, which is nice. So I'm going to enjoy this ride. Got my lunch in my bag. I'll find a nice vantage point. Hopefully check out some surfers while I'm eating my lunch. I really wanted to find somewhere nice to sit and have my lunch, but I'm really struggling around here. So I think this is about as good as it's going to get. What do you reckon? I'll probably try and find something a little bit better next time. So, someone mentioned, I think it was Simon, mentioned that perhaps I should go into a little bit more about what I'm eating. You know, I've said a few times before, I'm not one for rabbit food, so I have basically, you know, I like to have a little snack. You know, it's like an incentive for me to keep going, basically. I don't go stupid, I don't eat a bar of chocolate or anything like that, or a bag of Haribos, but anything in moderation is fine. So you can have a little bit of chocolate. So I'll give you an idea of a typical lunch that I would have when I'm at work. I've got a ham sandwich, I have a bit of mayonnaise in there, low fat, and some black pepper because I like pepper. What else we got? packet of crisps. They're probably not particularly good for you, but they're not particularly bad for you either, and they taste nice. So I'll eat those. And last but not least, somewhere in my bag, probably melted, is, I can't find it, but I've got a little chocolate bar, a little Rocky bar or something like that, a wagon wheel perhaps, I don't know. I can't find it anyway, so that's what I'll be eating on my lunch today. And that's pretty typical for a lunch while I'm at work. It's pretty typical for lunch when I'm at home as well. So I'm going to enjoy the view and have something to eat before I go to the post office. Lunch is done, so I'd better head back via the post office before I turn into a baked bean. Okay, so we managed 7.6 miles today, which is quite nice. Lovely to have a little bit of a bike ride where I wasn't just in a rush to get everywhere all the time. It's quite a nice relaxing one today. Also want to touch a little bit on something called plantar fasciitis. Now I know you're thinking, come on man, I can't speak Greek or whatever it is, but it appears that I may have it, which is a painful sensation in the bottom of your foot, mainly directed around the heel, which is exactly what I've got on both feet at both times, both at the same time, sorry, and it is excruciating, particularly when you first get out of bed. Now it does ease a little bit as you walk around, it sort of supples up a little bit, but at this moment in time I am walking around semi on tiptoes because putting any weight on my heels is just excruciating. So I'm having to be very careful. I've had to get some expensive inner, what do you call them, shoe liners, comfort sole things from Scholl or something like that, specifically for this, just to hopefully give me a little bit of respite. I'm really hoping this is not something that's going to stick around because it is hideous. But the good news is I can still ride my bike relatively pain-free because you know, the pain is all towards the back and side of the foot. Now when I'm riding my bike, even standing up on the pedals, it's just on the front of my feet, which is pretty much okay. So all good so far. But yeah, it's not very nice, has to be said. I don't think it's as bad as it was yesterday. At least it didn't seem as bad when I woke up. But it's hurting worse now than it did yesterday. But yesterday I had painkillers, and today I haven't. So we'll have to wait and see how that progresses. But it's not particularly pleasant. Hope you enjoyed that little ride there. It's a lovely day out there. I'm glad to be back now because it's going to get super hot today, compared to what it has been anyway. And I'll see you tomorrow for another ride. This certainly won't be very exciting for you, but I have my bike stand set up and I am going to check out my bottom bracket and see what's going on down there, because there's a little bit of wobbling going on in there and I don't like it. So check it out now before it gets worse. Okay, so there's my bottom bracket out. I cannot see anything untoward. Doesn't appear to be any play or anything, so maybe it was just a bit loose. I was able to tighten it up a bit, but then I thought I'll whip it out and give it all good clean and re-grease. So that's what we'll be doing. It's all good there. Let's put it back together. Okay, all good. I probably could do with a new bottom bracket. It's been in there for about 3 years, perhaps 4 years this one, so it's about time for a replacement. So I'll get onto that and hopefully you can still get them. But I've also been having some problems with my stealth post. So I've made some adjustments there and now it's not getting stuck anymore. Good day. Robotic lawnmower. Welcome guys, it is Thursday afternoon. Another day, another hill. So I'm just climbing up on the way to the post office. I will be mixing it up a little bit today. From Northcote Mouth to Crooklets Beach, I normally go along the coastal footpath, but today I'm going to head along the bridle way, which is set back from the coast a bit, probably 50 metres or so. And after I've been to the post office, try and do a little bit longer on that side, just to get my miles up a little bit. Still can't shake off this chestiness, which is fine until I get on my bike. But it does appear to get better as I get round, so I'm just going to get on with it for now. Normally ride up over the top there, but today I'm on this trail, which is a bridleway, so I'm legally allowed to ride on it. Not meant to ride on the coastal path, of course, but oh well. I've never known where this comes out, so I'm going to go and check it out today. Well, I have realised why people ride their bike over the top when they're not meant to, same as I've been. It's because this is a horrible bumpy path, it's like cobblestones almost, but it is a bit of a shortcut. So if ever I find myself on a day when I haven't got much time, I can pop down here and save some time. Depending where it comes out. Post office is up by those buildings over there, so we're heading in the right direction. So it really is a beautiful place here. And you may have seen on the news yesterday, all of the cars rammed everywhere, all over Devon and Cornwall, and you know, perhaps loads of other places across the UK. Whilst it might look nice to come and stay here for the day, none of the toilets are open. So where are these thousands of people going to the toilet? You know, also, all these people come here, you know, where I am is a very, very low infected area with this coronavirus. And of course, all these people travelling here are coming from areas with much greater, you know, death figures and stuff like that. And they're all piling into Devon and Cornwall. They can't stay anywhere because all the hotels and B&Bs and stuff are closed. And you know what they don't realise, of course, when they come down here and spread the infection, in Devon and Cornwall, each of those counties has only got one major hospital. If you go to London, in a 20-mile radius of central London, there'll be a dozen hospitals. I know there's a lot more people, but I'm just saying, people come here. We've got 2 hospitals, and it's a sizable chunk of the UK. And they can't cope at the best of times. So these people come down here, infect all the people who live locally, and then the hospitals can't cope. So then what happens to all the people that live here? Not good. So please don't get in your car and come to the coast this weekend. Stay at home and come back when it's all over, because it will still be here and it will still look like that. There are some wicked waves out there today. Bit big for me, I think, but and my heels are still killing me. They haven't got any better since the weekend, so I'm not really feeling that. Feeling a bit sorry for myself, but I'm sure it will clear itself up in good time. But for now, post office. So I'm riding on the coast path out of Bude towards Widmouth Bay. I normally go up that way. Today I'm going this way. I haven't got the beans in me today to go all the way around that way. So I'm going to cut through here. It should still add a couple of miles onto my journey today and make up for a little bit of the shortcut I made earlier. Oh, toast today. Very warm as well. Downhill. Getting quite close now to the unit. When I bear right up here, there's a horrible, steep, long hill pretty much up to my unit, so I'm going to get on with that. It's not fun. This house here, nice old house, caught on fire last year, or set on fire, one of the two. What a shame, it's a lovely old house. Onwards and upwards. Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to Blob on a Bike. You've met me now. I'm back to do my weigh-in. So that's the end of, I think, week 18 or 19, I can't remember. But anyway, quite far into this now. So last week my weight was 113 kilos. So I think I lost 400 grams last week, which was okay. I'm pretty pleased with that. It's the best part of a pound. So this week has been a little bit funny. One reason, my feet. Absolutely killing me. I can't put any weight on the back of my heels, or you know, basically if I'm flat-footed, it hurts a bunch. So I've got some special insoles which have helped a little bit, but it's no miracle cure. So I haven't been moving around so much this week as I would have done normally. But you know, believe it or not, I do actually move around my unit quite a lot when I'm at work. But at the moment I'm shuffling. I'm not quite at the walking frame stage, but you know, it's not been good. It does feel a little bit better today, so there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. But I did feel it starting my hand a little bit, so I've got no idea what's going on there. It might have been just my mind playing tricks on me. So anyway, weigh day today. I have got another t-shirt here, which I've not been able to fit into, so I'm going to try that on now. Just like to say thank you to anyone who has purchased one of my t-shirts. Really appreciate that. So thank you very much. So this, when I bought it, was a bit skin tight, so that was not so good. Today, how's my luck? Well, it's not skin tight, so it is now in daily use. Well, not every day, I'll wash it and stuff like Anyway, so 113 kilos was last week. I'm going to do my weigh-in just now, and I have to put my feet flat on the scales probably for it to measure me properly, so that's probably going to hurt a bit, but you know, it has to be done. So I'll get on with it and I'll be back in a second. Okay, please ignore the sock fluff on my feet. I'm going for it, so let's see how we're getting on this week. $112.1. Okay guys, so that's my weight in. Today's weight is, let's see if I can get that to focus, 112.1. So that's a loss of 0.9 kilos, which is over 2 pounds, I do believe. So let's check this out and see what happens here. I've now hit another milestone. So that is milestone 8 out of 12. So I'm now 2/3 round, which means
I've lost 2 stone. Yes, get in.
I'm really made up about that. To be honest with you, I wasn't feeling confident going into this week because I've just been having so many problems with my feet. I just felt a little bit about it all. But the good news is it doesn't really hurt when I'm out on my bike, so that's excellent. I shall keep it up, and who knows how long it'll take me to get to my 3 stone loss target. So I've only got 1 to go, 2 down, 1 to go. So I'm really pleased about that. Oh. Okay, yeah, so basically just want to say thank you very much to anyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, do it now please. Thanks for everyone who leaves a comment. I will always reply to you, so get on it. And what will this week bring? Today the weather is horrible. It's very warm, it's not raining, but it is about 50-mile-an-hour winds today. So I'm still undecided as to whether to venture out on the bike. I'll see if it dies down a bit. But I really feel like I should, because I'm really on a high today. But then I've still got my feet to worry about, and I don't know. We'll see, but I really want to get out. If not, my bikes are going home at the weekend, and I'll certainly get out at some stage over the weekend. So all good. So thank you very much for watching. I am now going to... Oh man, I have just realised I still haven't had my 1 stone loss special dinner. I normally have a nice big steak dinner, so it's going to have to be an extra special one. So who knows what, I'll probably go up in weight next week. Saying that, you can't really get anything at the shops at the moment, so maybe not. I might have some Haribo. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'll see you next week. Take care, and let me know how you're getting on.